Good morning, traders. This is Zozo Stock Watch, and this is your morning report for July 28th, Friday. And thank God it's Friday. Currently, your futures are down on the Dow futures down 26, the S&P futures down about 7, and the NASDAQ futures down 34. They were down more, and we've bounced back a tad. So bounce so far in the futures, but still to the downside. As far as some of your commodities go, gold is basically flat this morning. Copper on the flat side. Crude trading 49.05, up about a penny, and basically flat on crude. Some economic information coming out at 8:30 this morning. We have the GDP numbers at 8:30, employment cost index coming out at 8:30, 10 o'clock consumer sentiment, and then at 1 o'clock we have the Baker Hughes rig count. So keep an eye on your oil, USO or the WTI at around 1 p.m. for the Baker Hughes rig count. Some earnings that have come out: COG, Cabot Oil, gas misses by a penny, beats on revenue. BAS, Basic Energy Services, misses by 2 cents, misses on revenue. Next up, National Oil, Varco, beat by a penny, misses on revenue. Weyerhaeuser, beat by a penny and missed on revenue. For GILD, we had European Commission grants MA for Viosevi for the treatment of all genotypes of chronic hepatitis C. Don't forget that last night TTPH offering 10 million shares at $6.50 per share. ALXN upgraded outperform at Oppenheimer, price target 175. PayPal assumed overweight at Cantor, price target 70. A bunch of price target raises for Amazon this morning. Amazon assumed buy at Nomura, price target 1100. SEAS upgraded neutral at Citi. So we had the healthcare bill last night, and it looks like it's not going to get repealed. John McCain kills Obamacare repeal with single decisive vote. DPZ upgraded buy at Longbow, price target 229. UBS was down pre-market last time I checked. IRM, Iron Mountain beats by 3 cents, misses on revenue. CVO beats by 1 penny, beats on revenue. Tenneco beats by 10 cents, beats on revenue. Starbucks, their price target was lowered by BAFA to 65. Save Spirit Airlines downgraded neutral at Citi. Yandex misses by 3 cents and beats on revenue. CPN Calpine confirms talks on potential sale, and that was CPN. Yandex was down pre-market last time I checked. Here's another price target raise for Amazon, up to $12.50. FCAU upgraded at Kepler. MCK upgraded buy at Jefferies. And SJW upgraded buy at Janney. SSTI outperform at Imperial Cap. TER upgraded overweight at KeyBank. SBH downgraded hold at Canaccord. Some other news that we're looking at is VYGR initiated buy at Stifel. SBSI bank share misses by 3 cents, misses on revenue. COL Rockwell Collins beats by 6 cents, beats on revenue. IMGN they beat by 6 cents, they also beat revenues. MGLN, Magellan Health Services, earnings per share of 59 cents. Celgene gets initiated with a buy at Stifel, price target $155. Drillquip beats by 4 cents, beats on revenue. Some top insider purchases after hours last night. Acme direct to purchased 5K. ESQ direct to purchase 10K. APO 10% owner Tiger Global purchased over 56,000 shares. ETFC direct to purchased 5K shares. CRMT 10% owner Magnolia purchased 19,000 shares. IPI 10% owner Clearaway purchased over 500,000 shares. OPK CEO purchased over 23,000 shares, and that's where some action after hours last night. On some other earnings, we had Ruth, R-U-T-H, earnings per share beat, WFT earnings per share beat, IRMD earnings per share beat. Top shareholder meetings today: FBK, XTLY, FHCO. Top analyst investor calls today: JAGX, GAGX, DVAX also have top analyst calls today. In some top syndicate news, ARAY, ATNM, ICC closes 1 million equity investment, KMDA proposed public offering, SNMX filed Form S3, TNDM filed Form 8K, TTPH we spoke about, WWE talk of block trade out on that name, IPO to keep an eye out for, RDFN. Russia has done everything to save relations with the U.S. from collapse. Americans have done exactly opposite, and that's because of the sanctions being passed by the Senate last night, and now it goes to President Trump to see if he wants to sign that into effect. TYPE misses by a penny, beats on revenue. Some top upgrades. We had an upgrade on COP, HA upgraded hold. Let's see if there's any others. USG upgraded equal weight, overweight. XL up overweight at JP Morgan. XL upgraded overweight at JP Morgan. Some top downgrades. ECHO downgraded sell at UBS. And it saved downgraded inline at Imperial. We know about the save downgraded neutral at Citigroup and save downgraded neutral at Bank of America. ZBH Holdings we spoke about. Some top initiations: APTI initiated outperform, SSTI initiated outperform at Imperial. U.S. Steel was downgraded sell at Citigroup. REGN price target raised to 522 at Canaccord. Next up we had American Airlines came out with earnings, and earnings per share beat, revenue in line. Goodyear Tire came out with earnings per share and revenue miss. So GT was down pre-market initially. American Airlines was moving up. Let's see, AbbVie came out with earnings pre-market, earnings per share and revenue beat by ABBV. And let's see if we have anything else that I want to show you. GNCA, GNC Biosciences highlight GEN-003 clinical data at 42nd Annual International Herpes Workshop. All right, and Teva announces launch of generic epidural in the United States. Honeywell declares quarterly dividend. So that's some news that has just hit the wire. I just wanted to highlight this news on Kool, K-O-O-L. I missed that one. Therapeutics announces issuance of new cellular processing patent poised to revolutionize CAR T-cell manufacturing. So let's go ahead and take a look at the SPY. This is a 5-minute chart of the SPY pre and post market, and have it lined here to show you some levels you'll need to watch during the day today. This 245.70, 245.75 area might come into play again today. You have some support here at the 246.25. We did get through it and hold that 246 and bounce up. But we do have some touches here also. So 246.25 for the resistance side on the SPY. 247.25 is some resistance, and then up above that is that 248 level for the SPY. Some stocks that are moving pre-market, and I'll bring the chart over again, and let's just. Okay, so we have JAGX, GAGX popping up pre-market, dry ship perking up pre-market. So you might want to keep also tops on watch and GLBS. So but tops is also bidding up pre-market, and then we'll go back to dries, and dries currently traded 195,000 shares. DCIX perking up a little bit too, 2,000 shares traded on that name. First Solar had earnings last night, nice pop, holding most of the gains here in pre-market, so that might help the rest of the Solars. IMGN, nice pop, trying to get through that $7 area. That might be one to watch. Over 42,000 shares traded. Sam, Boston Beer Company, big pop in this name. Got as high as 155, pulling back. CYCC, nice pop. They had news out last night and came up to this 190 spot. So we'll keep an eye on this one for intraday. AGRX popped and pulling back a little bit. Next one up, GIMO. They had earnings after the bell last night, so that one might be in play today. Baidu that had earnings last night, came out, big pop. Seems to be holding most of the gains on Baidu. UCTT gapping up, pulling back a bit here. Another one that's up pre-market is this HCLP. And lastly, on about 600 shares traded, THC, and HCLP was on 250 shares. So I keep an eye on it, but I would like to see more shares come into the name. Some names that are trading down: WDC, CAPR, MBRX bidding down a bit, CUR, WWE gapping down. SBUX, they had earnings, and then those price target got lowered on Starbucks. The CEO is going to be on CNBC at some point this morning. EGHT down pre-market. That's on 400 shares currently. BOJA trending down pre-market. And ATNM on, let's see, 72,000 shares is trading down for the pre-market. So remember, it's Friday, take it slow. You don't have to be a hero today. Let's check out that Cool again, and it looks like came up to 410 on the pre-market, pulling back here. So you want to watch this, see if it holds this 370 area on KOOL, but this will be one to watch if you're trading this morning. And let's see if there's anything else that I notice. DEO gapping up, that's a big name. And lastly, we went over First Solar. AGRX we did, UCC, CY, a lot of options activity on this name, CY, Cypress Semiconductor, and so you might want to keep this one on watch today. And let me see if there's any other news that we want to check on before I sign off, and just scroll through this really fast. We just had Kang get some news here at around 8:10. KANG announces partnership to establish IBM Watson in oncology centers in China. And I'll just check the chart off the screen here a little bit. This is Kang, Kang, Chinese name. A little bit of a bid up here. Nothing major though currently right now. So that's going to be pretty much it for the morning report, and let's just see if there's anything else that popped up on our scans here by trade ideas for the pre and post market. Flex basically had earnings last night and that gap down, so there's FLEX. So this has been your Zozo stock market early morning report. I'll be doing a let's get ready for the week ahead on the weekend. Usually comes out on Saturday, and then I'll be doing a stocks to watch for Monday, and that usually comes out on Sunday.